projectiles, a lot of things flying. I feel like it's going to take a lot of awareness from both teams.
Yes, absolutely. Especially with Samus, just in general, like, I feel like there's going to be so many team combos with the wrong Samus. I would get so confused. But lately, from what I've been seeing from Lunges and Onin, is that Lunges is, like, fighting a lot more, whereas Onin was trying to bind, and once he got Diamond Online, he was playing a lot more with Lunges going for those team combos and stuff. But that's obviously not happening right now. Onin choosing to box with these wood tools.
Right. Maybe having an idea. They did play them in winners, so maybe they have some new ideas on how to tackle them. Right. I wonder how it'll change with the best of 5 format rather than a best of 3, because they did play the best of 3 for winners quarters.
Yes.
Double Samus up B. Oh boy. I'm so excited.
Woohoo!
Man, oh man, do I love Super Smashy Bros. So it's pretty even, all things considered. I think it really matters on who takes this first stock, right? Because if it ends up being on the Sam IcyMist side, then they're not going to be able to. They're going to be able to stop Steve from mining. And if Lunges and Onin get the first stock, then Steve's probably going to get a free diamond, or at least he already has gold. So there's the diamond right there, right? Steve immediately becomes more scary.
And Onin just kind of leaving Lunges on his own, fighting against Sam and Icy, but Lunges makes it back to the stage. And now Onin playing a little closer to Lunges, but this is still very scary. Nobody's lost a stock yet. Okay,
Except for Onin missing the tech on his own block, right? And then there's the Booyah, right? Sam, I'm sure, very familiar with the percent on Samus in particular, right? Typically, Inkling's known as a character that can't kill all that often, but if you can get that kill confirm off the grab, you'll be taking stocks a lot earlier, and I think the fact that they're really comfortable doing it on Samus is going to be super.
Yeah, I think that matchup experience in general is going to work out really well for Blue Team here. I don't know that there are a lot of Inklings in Michigan, but IcyMist and Sam, I imagine, play all the time, especially with being doubles partners.
Right, and everyone being as familiar with Steve as you possibly can, right?
Yeah.
You know, everyone going through that period of we need to learn how to fight this character. So matchup experience definitely going to favor Sam and IcyMist.
Lunges whiffing that grab, choosing to double jump on stage, but manages to make it back. Not going to lose the stock for that. Oh, but the stage spike on Onin, so close. Almost made it back, but Onin on last stock here.
All right, both Onin and Lunges. Also, they have the same tag.
Yeah.
I think one of them just has like a space at the end or something. It's really funny. Right, so if I'm Onin and Lunges, I got to take these stocks. I got to do some work real fast, right? I don't exactly know what resources Onin has at the moment. I think he's still working with wood. Okay.
Not a lot of iron, especially now using that anvil. So he only has 1 iron. That's going to be like a get it out of jail free card with a side B maybe, or maybe he can catch somebody off guard with an anvil. But definitely running low on resources.
Right, really important here to keep that managed to really make sure that you can handle these characters by themselves.
Ooh, what the? Did he just grab?
Maybe. I wasn't looking.
I have no idea. That was crazy.
All right, back air beating out Minecart entirely, almost killing him.
Oh my gosh.
Great pickup by IcyMist. Now Lunges by himself at death's door with 4 stocks to deal with.
Where do you go? This is like a mini game now. This is Metroid Fusion. You're running away from SAX, and yeah, she caught you.
Really good clip. Sam and IcyMist taking the first game. I know it's pretty traditional to see W's resets at these regionals, so
yeah.
we might be here for a while. We might be watching this for a good minute and a half, right?
I wish that I had. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to punch the mic. I wish that we had doubles or singles bracket pulled up so we could give you some updates on what's going on. But
I will.
do not.
I will pull up my phone. I won't pull up the bracket, but I will pull up. I'll check the upset, see if there's anything big there. That's normally run by Lunges, isn't it?
No, it's run by Booker.
Booker. Oh, you're so right.
It would be really funny if he was tweeting it out while he was playing doubles, though.
All right. So nothing too big in terms of upsets here. We got Nova taking it over Richer from GRV.
Okay.
And then we have Henzoledo taking it over Purple Roy 2, also both from GRV. This is the wrong tournament. Fun
I was
fact
gonna
about
say I don't know.
this is the other tournament going down. Let's see any big upsets going on here. We have Blue Boo taking or getting beaten by Rookie from Eastern Michigan, and then we have Poison Jam taking it over Hellshire.
Okay.
So not a whole lot of upsets going on right now, but we've got some heavy hitters and losers already. As for doubles, looks like Lunges and Onin have taken a bit more of an active stance on trying to get these stocks, right? If I were Onin, right, my main idea is go help out Lunges more, right? You don't always need the materials. Steve can still operate without them, especially at these lower percents. So taking that, although Lunges being left to fend for himself while Onin makes a house.
But Onin choosing to help now, keeping Sam at the ledge. I really like Onin's use of minecart this game as well. I feel like we didn't see it that often in game 1, but I think that that's a big game changer, because especially if you're putting them in those checkmate situations where they either have to like jump into your back air or get hit by the minecart stuck in that command grab, it gives your teammate plenty of time to like set up for a punish as well, especially if they're like just rolling across the stage. Maybe able to see some kills from Lunges there.
Right. Lunges holding onto this stock for dear life, nearing 170%, really doing his job as Samus to be a stock tank, right? Letting Onin play a bit more of his game, play a bit more aggressive, right?
And with being at such high percent, you're probably going to see a lot of shield. I was going to say have to watch out for the kill grab from Samus, and then also back throw from Inkling as well, but IcyMist just able to take the stock with a landing there.
Oh, barely avoiding the shield poke. Great awareness by Sam to get out of there, right? That's the real setup with that anvil, the fact that it makes you so vulnerable to shield pokes in the back. Both Sam and IcyMist holding onto their stocks pretty well here. Although it can be, the tides can be shifted pretty quickly, as I was saying, right? Stam already losing one of the stocks. IcyMist still on their first stock.
Has stage control here, using the splash of Inkling's uppy into combo with IcyMist.
Just super great awareness overall. All right, Lunges getting hit off stage. Looking fantastic. Both Steve and Lunges, both Onin and Lunges being at these really high kill percents. The only one who's really not in danger of dying anytime soon is Inkling. Yes. Oh, great. Almost looked like a save from to stop the Booyah. I can't. Gotta be wary. Gotta be wary about the charge shot at any given time. Even Steven stocks percents, not so much. Right, Lunges working on death's door right now.
Right, and Onin just choosing to mine in center stage rather than help Lunges off the edge, but able to get back anyway. I'm seeing a lot of pressure using these up airs. Does have diamond pickaxe as well.
Right, he's got the sauce.
Yeah, so gotta watch out for that back air or that F smash as well.
Great stock, great use to take out those stocks right now. Lunges on his last, right? But now what's really nice is Lunges can take this game, can go and fight. Worst case scenario, he needs help, Steve comes into play.
Yes.
Right? And now Steve gets all the resources that he would need to really operate against Samus.
Okay, using that up B to punish the jump from ledge. We see a lot of these bomb traps. Trying to use that up tilt, but timing a little too late and gonna get hit with that dash, or the get up attack. Where do you go?
Nowhere.
Okay, on the platform.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so
Oh my
sick.
gosh!
Great option coverage by Onin. Them taking game number 2. We got ourselves even Steven's game. Just felt like Onin was able to support Lunges a lot more, and Lunges was really holding on to those stocks.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Those stocks that they lost were 170 plus, right? Really insane use of Samus's weight and Samus's ability to just not die.
And especially given that, like, Lunges, I feel like, is scrapping most of the time, and Onin is the one that's, like, building a wall, getting resources, getting that diamond. Lunges is, like, still living pretty long, given that most of the time he's 2v1ing blue team.
Right, really taking into account what he could do. Did they just go back to PS2? I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. Going to Town and City, Sam and IcyMist really wanting the space. Very understandable, right? Maybe also working in the favor of Onin though, being able to take those resources and get the time that he needs to get them.
All right, just choosing to disengage there. Going back to center to mine a little bit more, but able to rack up decent percent on IcyMist.
Right. What is nice about those Steve combos with Wood is that they don't do a whole lot. You know, asterisk, right? They can set up for some really big stuff. But like if you're getting the traditional up tilt into up smash, probably not taking more than 40. which like sounds ridiculous to say that that's a good amount to take.
Only 40.
Only 40. Man, I watched an old Smash 4 video where they were talking about things that they had to change in the game, and there used to be a thing where you could cancel lag in Smash 4 as Peach by using down B to throw the turnip that was in your hand, and the video was like, yeah, it kind of gives Peach a 40% combo, so that's kind of ridiculous. And I think the fact that we're living in an age where 40 is standard, if not subpar, is insane. The 1v1 multiplier really does numbers in Smash Ultimate.
These colors got me a little mixed up right now because blue team is playing with green skins, and then we also have Creeper Onin right now, but seems to be working out pretty well for this team. Not seeing a lot of team attack right now.
Right. Blue team down a stock, but again, Lunges and Onin both at pretty high percents.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Ouch.
taking a shot to the head into more Steve aerials.
And F smashing through the block, gonna kill Inkling.
Very classic Steve play. If you're going to hit those blocks, you got to know what he's doing while it's happening.
Ooh,
Great.
combo.
I love the awareness from Sam and IcyMist to really set those up. Is that stock?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they are so good at that awareness. So good at knowing when exactly to follow up between each other.
Absolutely. Okay, nice pivot grab there. Gonna take a charge shot for trying to get that follow-up.
All right. IcyMist kind of dealing with themselves on the ledge while Sam and Lunges play out their little 1v1. IcyMist back on, trying to get some ladders started. Right, Samus ladders being very deadly at low percents if you're not ready or you don't have the proper distance.
Okay, choosing to stay in the minecart there, getting the extra knockback, sending Icy off stage. So far, this is a little scary. Ooh, kind of a checkmate situation there. Had to face either a Steve back air or the charge shot, and losing the stock for it.
Really good awareness to start a frame trap. Very interesting.
I guess that's technically what it's called, not a checkmate.
You're right. It wasn't checkmate.
But this isn't chess, this is Smash Bros.
That's fine. They all know what chess is. So, blue team, pretty high percents. Stock count is even though, right? They get that stock on Lunges, then they're working with a pretty nice stock lead, right? You just got to watch yourself. And that will be almost a 2v1 scenario set up.
No!
Bonk!
Not like this!
Can't go through there. Can't go through there. That might be one of the reasons why they took them to town. Because from what I understand, it's a lot easier to get that bonk set up on town than it is on PS2 because you couldn't get inside that little lip, right? So maybe that had something to do with it.
Oh.
All right.
Said, I don't need you.
All right.
And we're seeing a Samus brawl and like basically the King of Fighters stage with the sides.
What's really rough about Samus, like I feel like a lot of Samus's good combo starters just take a really long time. So it's really hard to get anything started on one of Onin and Lunges without the other one coming in to save them.
Yeah.
Okay, ledge trap set up. I'll be honest, I don't know what to do there.
Dude, like, I feel like
do there.
Samus is so good at ledge trapping and Steve is so good at ledge trapping. It's like the two best characters at it. What do you do?
I see that and I go,
Nah.
that was nice. Game
See
4?
me in the blast zone.
That was nice. Bands? Okay, so IcyMist doing their best, getting a little bit of percent. If they can somehow take the stock on top of Onin, right, winning the 1v1 is pretty doable. Yeah, when Steve sets up his thingamajigs, I really don't know what's going on.
Very lucky that that down smash sent towards center stage could have been a little bit scarier if it did send out towards the ledge. But IcyMist honestly doing a pretty good job.
I was about to say, like, we're memeing, but IcyMist might be able to take this. If they could get one solid back air on either Lunges or Onin, right? They really have the ability to set that up. Oh, house.
I love that Onin's just building.
He loves Minecraft. Me when I love Minecraft. Okay. Yeah, not a lot you can do as IcyMist here, just letting him build up all of these resources. Okay, off stage. Yeah. Great follow-up. Not a lot you could do with that minecart. You'd think you could mash out of it, but the mash barrier, or whatever you would refer to it as, is just really high on minecart. You get clipped by that, it's essentially curtains.
Yeah.
Unless Onin slips or like drops the ball, but Onin being Onin doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
Not really in his wheelhouse.
It did look like the coolest move in the game. Samus up tilt is very good at breaking blocks though, because it swings from high to low, so it took out all three of the blocks and did that really well. But when you have another Samus there ready to punish you for doing that, there's not really much that you can do, especially when you have to worry about for the F smash through the blocks as well.
All right, we got ourselves a switch to Rob
And Enderman.
and Enderman. they have the best counter press. Okay. Onin getting caught a little bit in the blender, but they're able to escape. Really good on them. Okay.
Whoop. Okay.
Feel like Lunges and Onin are taking a lot of percent right now. And sammm and IcyMist able to hold the center.
Oh my gosh. This is, oh my gosh. Okay.
Fantastic. Great stuff from IcyMist and sammm. Right, if they can keep this up for the entire game, we might have ourselves a Game 5 juicer. Game 5, absolute banger.
Right, and gonna die to that F smash across the stage. So far, Icy and Sam doing a great job this game.
Really getting those stocks and staying at a pretty low percent. Sam's still under 50. Oh, IcyMist in a not great spot.
Yeah, but there's not a lot that Samus can do there. I think it would have been better to have Onin switch out and try to go for a back air or something instead.
Really get a tag team going on. Hit the hands and start something new. All right.
Yeah, not choosing to hit Lunge's shield and seeing the up B anyway. Not going to get a punish too heavy, though.
Really hard to get meaningful punishes in singles. Okay. Oh my gosh, Lunge is almost losing his second stock already. And sammm and IcyMist yet to drop a single one.
Oh my gosh.
Fantastic work by IcyMist. Really getting the job done. So right now, we got 3 stocks to 5, and Lunges is looking pretty unhealthy. He's looking a little bloody.
But we've also seen that Lunges is very good at holding on to stocks. Doing a great job of recovering, using that stalling off stage. This is a little scary though. Yeah, gets knocked with that gyro, losing his second stock. So this is looking really good for blue team right now.
The Rob really coming in, really doing what it's supposed to do, get these stocks and not die, right?
And just like a very oppressive start as well.
It's very, like if you're Onin and Lunges, what do? What do you do, right? It feels like a very insurmountable wall right now. Hopefully either they can clean something up here, which they're starting to do, right? They just take Sam's first stock. Either they can clean it up, or, oh, great. We know that back air can result in a bit of a DI check,
yes.
right? You gotta watch out for that. All right, and both Onin and Lunges are looking like they're at kill percent, and that will be the stock on both ends.
Yeah.
sammm and IcyMist getting a Game 5, pushing for the reset. Fantastic switch on their part, right?
Yes.
Fantastic knowing when the Rob is appropriate. As someone who is a solo main, it's very hard to determine when I should actually switch characters. The fact that you can accurately decide when it is appropriate is phenomenal, and it's a very hard task.
I think the moment that like the light switch turned on and we switched characters was when Sam got gimped by that like edge guard where you just place the blocks and you can't recover. Rob doesn't really have to deal with that. He can
Rob
just,
does
like,
not get bonked.
go around it.
Rob is big, does not get bonked. We are back to PS2 for Game 5, possibly having a reset on our hands.
Enderman didn't seem to work out too well, so we're back on Creeper.
That's fair. I respect the counter pick. Alright. Lunges and Onin not having a whole lot of stage. Oh no, they got a bit of stage to work with. Sometimes it can be kind of confusing seeing two Samuses, and
Yeah.
because of like Samus, the two Samus colors are pretty similar. It's kind of hard to differentiate.
Alright, using that back air to throw Icy back off stage and playing super patient here, not swinging too much, playing very in shield from Onin.
Pretty even Stevens game right now. PS2 really helping them out, I feel like.
Yes.
Gyro getting in the way. Gyro is serving as a little bit of a barrier to entry in terms of getting that stock.
And there's that situation that we've seen time and time again. Onin using the minecart and then jumping out of it. If you stay on the ground, you're going to get caught in the command grab, and if you jump, then you're going to get hit with that back air. Keep seeing it over and over and over again. Very, very good option for C here. And especially if these percents can confirm into a kill. Using the mix up there and staying in the minecart, actually.
Wanting to hit both players, I believe. Wanting to get both of them out of the scenario. Yeah, I feel like this game, I've seen a lot of Onin just like full-on across the stage.
Yes. Onin's doing Steve things.
Steve things, and well at that.
Yes.
All right.
Lunges trying to hold on to this stock, sitting at 142. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
great conversion. And now we have ourselves a 6-4 stock deficit. Great move from IcyMist though. Getting out of that, getting that scenario, taking every stock. Lunges though, serving as the stock tank yet again.
it looked like Sam was trying to call out the charge shot from Lunges, but Lunges waiting a little bit and then waiting for the side B to end and then pulling the trigger on that. Able to get a lot of percent from that.
We got ourselves a pretty even game. It was looking pretty good for Lunges and Onin, and then Onin kind of got ping-ponged back and forth for 70%. He got like gyro, charge shot, forward air. It was intense.
Seeing that back air DIs it correctly, DIing out, but yeah, it looks like Onin lost his stock for that.
Right, Rob after kind of being a mini game within itself. From what I understand, Rob can decide which DI is appropriate unreactively. So you really just gotta hope.
The correct way is to crush bones and pray to the god that you believe in.
The correct way is to unplug their control. Okay, both of them sitting behind the wall. I feel like this is a move I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Right, both of them sitting behind the wall trying to get some resources down. A little bit of a stock deficit, but both Icy and Sam at kill percent, meaning that Onin and Lunges can get a pretty sneaky stock conversion pretty quickly. Oh, but Lunges losing his last stock. Lunges and Onin being on a bit of their last legs. Can they clean up, or are we going to see a reset?
Ooh, okay, able to find that up air for the kill. Tries to go for that up B punish, but not able to find it. And throwing towards Onin, trying to get that follow-up, but not able to find it either. This is a little scary.
Oh, Lunges kind of in the blender, but able to get out.
Tries to use the drag down fair there from Lunges, but doesn't really work out. Does have IcyMist at the ledge, though.
I felt like Onin almost had a stock there. Just could not land on top of the block.
Nice pickup there from Icy. Oh my gosh, okay.
All right, we got ourselves even Steven stocks. What's going to happen? Both of them taking a little time. Onin having diamond. Oh, throwing the minecart. I feel like Onin's minecart usage this game has really been the kicker.
Yeah, very, very, very different from the other games, but it was working out very well for him.
Oh, what happens here? Lunges losing the stock. 2v1 scenario, not looking great, but very doable.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think if Onin is able to get Sam's stock, this is a lot more doable, but even still at 111%, Icy only needs to like rack up a few more hits to be able to get him in kill throw percent.
I almost feel like Onin's using the minecart as a mobility option, like almost trying to get out of scenarios he doesn't want to play. Not looking great, having to deal with a sammm ledge trap. Can't roll away. I want to say that obviously Onin at a very high percent, but this is so doable. One diamond back air in the wrong spot. Setting up the wall, desperately needing resources, and that's the diamond pickaxe.
Oh yeah, it catches the roll. Oh,
not enough. Living at 160.
I'm so nervous.
Got the roll in the second time. Got the roll in the second time, and we have ourselves a reset. Great read from IcyMist. Onin giving them the roll too many times.
Yep.
Game 5 reset. Doubles classically going over schedule at basically every regional that it's at.
That has never happened.
If there's a way for doubles to take up all of your time, they will do it.
We'll probably get to commentate like one set of Wave A pools.
I would not be surprised if Wave B started soon. I would not be surprised.
It starts in 13 minutes.
It's like we're going to be on the mic for W's. That's about it. All right, back to PS2. I feel like the main thing that Lunges and Onin got to work on is trying to keep Lunges alive, right?
Yes.
I feel like the games that they won, Lunges was living super duper long, and the games that they're not, right? It's because Lunges is dying early or taking the L's too steep in particular.
I think setting up a lot more of these minecart traps that we were seeing in the last game were working out really well. So I think if we see that, it'll be very beneficial for Red Team. But it's just a little scary because you have to be in the right position, and it looks like Onin is off stage, able to make it back, and just building this wall, just letting Lunges handle the ledge trap, but IcyMist trying to snipe off stage with that charge shot. Oh my gosh, Icy, let him breathe.
Lunges kind of off stage and taking the back air from IcyMist. Crazy Steve ledge trap, crazy Steve test.
I think think you roll there, question mark?
I think the roll breaks the block too.
Oh,
And like obviously,
really?
because well, I think the thing about it is that Steve can just like cover something else.
Oh my gosh.
Steve can go cover the roll. It's either that or if you have enough invincibility, you can wait for the block to break. But if it's like iron, it's
Oh no!
Lunge is taking another early stock loss on their last stock. Not looking great.
Okay, he's getting a team combo there, but Gyro not going to do a ton at 155 center stage. Lunge is eating a ton of percent here, sitting at 35 and whiffing that up B, but able to shield in time for a second up B.
Finally taking Sam's first stock. Red team gonna have to make some changes fast. The stocks are the same, but having the stock so lopsided, especially with Onin at such a high percent, not super awesome.
Especially since, as you said earlier, most of the games that Onin and Lunges are winning are the ones where Lunges is staying alive, sitting at 90% on last stock right now. So this is scary. Gotta watch out for that down throw, yep.
Oh, Onin pushing IcyMist out of the way, almost. And great stock take from Onin. Stocks are looking pretty even, although Lunges not looking so hot, having to play off stage at 150 plus.
But that recovery was hot. Did you see that?
He did.
Able to make it around Laser and Gyro and Rob all at the same time, making it back to stage. Gotta watch out for this grab from IcyMist though.
I would assume that Samus is at kill percent from both grabs at this point.
True, yeah.
At least with some pummels, or maybe not Rob up throw, but Rob down throw into IcyMist does anything.
Oh no, catching the jump from ledge there with back air, and Lunge is out of stocks. I don't think we're going to see a sure stock here.
Doesn't look like it. Looks like Onin is pretty comfortable playing the 2v1, right? It doesn't look all that horrible. Both Sam and IcyMist are at kill percent. So long as Steve doesn't take a nasty edge guard, all it really takes is one stop.
Are these tables made out of wood? Can we knock on them?
Maybe.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Sam now on last stock, although Onin is getting ledge trapped with very few resources. Only have one iron left, trying to use the space. It's still crazy to me that even when Steve is mining in doubles, even when there's a second guy, he can still set up the wall and have the ability to get some resources.
Yeah.
Oh, having a little bit too much invincibility there.
Out of resources though, this is very scary for Onin. Able to use that charge shot to send him off stage. He's not getting enough time to mine.
What's really sucks is that because they don't have enough time to mine, they really don't have enough time to craft, right?
Yeah.
And so their moves do have a durability limit. I do believe they have stone at this point.
No, they're out of everything now.
Well, I'm stone tools.
Oh, yeah. So not having that iron is going to be very important because you don't have that minecart that we saw a lot of, and blue team cleaning up that game.
7 IcyMist up a game. Looking like the best of 5 is really hooking them up. Really giving them time to adapt. It looks like the Rob is helping them out in a lot of ways.
Was it a game 3 or a 2-0?
I don't know. My guess is game 3, but that's, you know what they say about assumptions. So you're normally right. So it probably was game 3.
I'm smiling, but my mouth is full of fries right now.
I am struggling to pull up anything with the bracket, unfortunately. But, game 2, back to PS2. I don't think the stage was the problem. I think PS2 is a nice stage for really all of the characters. I would not be surprised if the entire set was played on here, or maybe Flashback to Town. Starting off a little slow, although Sam taking a little bit of a beating. Nothing too major though. It is Rob. They are heavy. Right? They can take this sort of thing.
That's something that I found really surprising in the games that we've seen in this set so far, is I feel like most of the time it's like the Samus Ditto and Lunges and IcyMist are fighting against each other. Whereas I feel like Samus is going to have the upper hand against Rob, so it would make sense to try to isolate IcyMist as Onin and let Lunges handle Rob.
Right. Maybe that's an adaptation we see later down the line. So, blue team looking a bit worse for wear, but the kill power of Rob and Samus is pretty high, all things considered, so can get some nasty conversions to take these early stocks. All right.
Not jumping there. We did see that take a stock earlier in the last game.
Oh, Onin taking a shot straight to the face from Lunges. Oh, I love that. Onin sets up the wall to stop IcyMist from saving Sam.
Oh, nice.
Really smart doubles play.
Okay, choosing to go low there and stalling with the bomb setup to avoid Rob Downer. Worked out really well for lunges. Ooh, the grab. Oh, with the...
Oh, being right, just barely misspacing it.
Love the idea, though. Trying to take a stock at 29%.
Right. Lunges and Onin really getting a lot out of these stocks. Really getting a lot. Oh, love that double jump, air dodge, and up jump.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate because you're very limited on options, and not having your teammate on that side of the stage made it very easy for IcyMist to get the appropriate punish, but like the idea anyway. It was cool movement.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Up tilt, back air.
up tilt, back air. Really hard to do, especially at ledge. There's not. I don't think there's a DI that saves you there. I think there's a don't be there that saves you there, but other than that, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Red team running a clinic game too. Both Sam and IcyMist on last stop.
I think something that's definitely coming into play here is that Steve just has a lot more kill power than Rob. Like, Rob can definitely kill, but Steve is just significantly better at it, which is crazy.
I think it's a lot of that, and I also think it's a lot of Onin doing these, what I would label coming throughs, where like as soon as something's happening, as soon as something bad is happening to lunges, Onin comes in with dash attack, or back air, or minecart, right? These
Very
saving
good at
maneuvers.
interrupting. Whereas I feel like Rob has to use a lot of his projectiles to do that, and I don't really think that that's coming into play a lot here.
No, I don't think they really have the opportunity to, right? Just because at any given moment, everyone has projectiles, whether it be charge shot, or a different charge shot, or minecart. Okay. So Sam, gotta do this 2v1, 4 stocks to 1.
Yeah, I figured we were going to see the up B there.
All right, game 2. Going to lunges and Onin. This is gonna be game 5 again, and I think the last game is gonna end with a timeout.
Okay.
Using as much time as possible. I got a very sad look from the guy running the stream. He would very much not prefer that. So we will see what happens. Can't take a heartbreak, he says. So, if I'm Sam and IcyMist, how do I deal with these? How do I deal with these coming throughs, right? How do I deal with Onin coming through and disrupting things? You got to really keep an eye on Onin at any given time, right? It's almost like Wii Fit soccer ball. You have to keep track of anything. Yeah, just because they have the ability to be anywhere at any given time, at least horizontally. Vertically, it's a little more challenging because Steve is kind of slow in the air, but horizontally, Steve can get there at a moment's notice.
Okay, Lunges choosing to get back to center stage rather than trying to overextend, maybe seeing like a reversal off there, and you don't want to deal with Rob back air back in the blast zone. So,
anything but that.
Yeah, definitely respect that choice. So far, it looks like Red Team's doing a pretty good job of keeping stage control, keeping their backs to each other, and just kind of throwing Blue Team off stage.
Right, yeah. Both Sam and IcyMist taking a lot of damage here, while Onin sitting under 30, getting the TNT ledge trap, ends up taking IcyMist first shot.
The grab? Okay. Both Samuses are trying to pull up these gyro combos right now.
Right. I feel like one of the things about knowing the Rob matchup is being comfortable with Rob's gyro, and because it's so, I want to say easy to know the Rob matchup, but because they're so common, right?
Yeah, especially in Michigan too, with having Boo Bear and
Boo Bear, Hawk.
Hawk.
Oh wow. But okay, both Onin and Lunges being a kill percent, but both Sam and IcyMist being down an entire stock.
Ooh, able to get both with that hit of back air.
Oh, Lunges taking kind of a beating already at 60 after losing their stock. Wow. Really good team synergy. Again with the TNT ledge trap, one of those things where either you know it or you don't.
Yeah.
Right? Either you're familiar with it or you get hit by the TNT.
Weird knockback from that up B. It seemed like a clank or something from Rob. Not able to get a stock off of it. Only at 82% though, so probably wouldn't have killed with that up B anyway. Oh my god!
Gotta be wary where Steve's at. Gotta be wary, even if there's blocks. You gotta be wary.
Okay, choosing to go high there, avoiding the side B. Does have to watch out. I think that Sam's gonna be ready for this charge shot.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of
tries to
projectiles,
do
a lot
it
of
there.
throwing, a lot of throwing things, and with Onin and Lunges kind of being in the Gaga bit, right? Them ending up even stock count. Although Sam's looking a little more damaged than Onin. And that's the stock from Lunges. Blue team is on their last stock in its entirety. Sam gonna have to make this 2v1 comeback.
Okay, choosing not to set up the ledge trap here, just letting Onin fend for himself.
Luckily, Steve is able to throw a killer party off stage, dealing 25 just by throwing out iron and blocks and being a silly guy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy, how do you make this back? How do you make it back with Steve being Steve and also Samus ledge trap?
And also he lets you, or he takes away the entire option of like going low because he can set up those blocks as well. So you have to go high, face Steve back air. Okay, not able to get the follow-up on that.
See, you gotta be careful with the grabs. What's really nice is that Rob has a good tick throw, but doesn't really matter when Onin's sitting, rearing the sword back.
Oh yeah.
Lunges and Onin up a game. Set point, match point, tournament point. Can they clutch it out? Will we see a game 5? Been pretty back and forth all set, so very interested to see how this plays out. The Inkling is back. The Inkling is back. I think that Rob was taking a lot of unnecessary hits, and I feel like switching to a smaller character could be a little bit helpful,
Yes.
right? I think that's the idea here. Maybe throw a little bit of switch, maybe a tempo mix up a little bit. Try and get more comfortable there. Back to FD.
I think also with Inkling having a very low dash, if Sam chooses to target Onin like we've been seeing most of the set, having that low dash might help avoid a lot of like these back airs that we're seeing from Onin.
All right, IcyMist catching the hands, Lunges on ledge.
Oh, able to dash underneath that minecart.
Both Samuses kind of taking a wallop, but Onin and Sam chilling so far.
Okay. Yeah, that's a scary situation there. Icy getting hit across the stage. Able to help out Sam because of it, though.
Right. Okay. IcyMist kind of looking down the barrel of losing their stock. Got to really hold on to it. Although, doing the ledge trap on Onin right now. Taking a turn shot, that's going to be the first
block
stock.
looked like it was like just a little bit off from saving IcyMist and giving that her the opportunity to tag.
Maybe even a visual bait. Maybe thinking, oh, they'll think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Surprise! No.
Do you know how that TNT thing works? How he's not able to get hit by it?
So as soon as he blows up the TNT, he has a few frames before the TNT actually hits him. And so as soon as he blows it up, he's able to air dodge. And so when you don't see him get hit by the explosion, but he's air dodging.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I thought he was just like immune.
Kind of. I mean, he is invincible, but that's not by virtue of being stupid. By virtue of air dodging.
That checks out. Lunges at throw percent here for Samus, but looks like
Wonk.
Onin's taking care of it.
6 stocks to 3. Both of them a kill percent, but definitely looking rough for Sam and IcyMist. Can they get a game 5 going?
Yeah, Onin's just doing a really good job. Oh my gosh, soft spot of that back air. Not going to lose the stock at 206.
I feel like this might be the, oh my gosh. And that's the last stock of IcyMist. They are
Back
both
throw
on
will
last stock. Okay.
definitely take it.
Okay. 4 to 2. There's room for shenaniganry, but they're going to have to make something big happen.
Okay, so far seeing very good stuff this stock. Sam
Nice.
doing a great job of comboing Onin.
With Sam not looking super healthy right now. All right, this is what it really comes down to. Can they set up 2 separate 2v1s to get some stocks down? I feel like that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
Either 2 separate 2v1s or 2 separate 1v1s or getting a really nasty team combo, which they are able to do.
I think Lunges is doing a really good job of recognizing that blue team is afraid to lose their stock, so they're shielding a lot. Samus' grab is very committal, but when you're at high percent, you're going to be shielding a lot. You don't want to get hit with these stray hits from Onin. And so Lunges not afraid to pull the trigger on that grab. Oh my gosh!
All right, we're still looking at a 2v1, although Onin not looking super healthy.
Yeah.
Charge shot catching IcyMist. Lunges and Onin take Phoenix down doubles 3 to 1.
In the reset.
In the reset. Good stuff to blue team. Very well fought. Good stuff to sammm and IcyMist. Made a great run. Went to losers from losers quarters, right? Had to stare down 9th place and then took out, what is that, 5 teams?
Yeah.
5 teams all in a row. I would imagine they're probably pretty tired.
Yeah. And now you
Playing-
have to go play singles.
Now you have to go play singles. Woo! Hopefully you were in Wave B and your entire pool isn't waiting on you.
Yeah. We'll see, though.
So I guess now we're transitioning to singles. Let me...
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.